Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, basking in that beautiful sunlight over there. Bird over there. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. 10 simple ways to overcome fear. A lot of people have been writing into me saying they're afraid something is about to happen. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey overcome fear. There are so many fears we all have. Some people have a fear of approaching other people because apparently people are really scary these days. A fear of flying. A fear of not getting the job you want. A fear of not making anything of yourself, right? The first simple way is to realize this. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run. Whoops, you just dropped something. Go. Gosh. Or face everything and rise. Slow motion that side. You gotta face fear. You gotta look fear in the eyes and say, today, no. I'm not gonna be afraid in my best clothes. Maybe another day, right? When I got on my PJs, but not right now. When you look fear in the eye, fear becomes less scary. When you face fear, fear no longer has power over you, right? So have the courage to face fear and rise. What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. The second simple way is to now respect fear. That's right. Fear is there for a reason, to teach you more about your insecurities. But also, I've learned you gotta respect fear. I skate, and certain times I'm afraid to do a certain trick because I don't want to twist an ankle. Okay? So certain times, fear is like a bodyguard which actually helps you. The question is, ask yourself, is this fear helping me at this precise moment or preventing my growth? A lot of the times, many fears we have actually hold us back, right? So certain times you got to say to the bodyguard, look, you don't need to protect me right now. I got this. And then you fall on your ass and then don't worry about it, right? What's number 3, baby? 7-day vegan challenge. Fearful foods. Now, I know, because I used to eat a lot of meat, that whenever I would eat a lot of animals, I would feel a certain way. I would take on board their fears. You see, food is information. Energy can never be destroyed, only transferred. So we are what we eat. Every 35 days, your body makes new cells from the foods you eat. So literally, we are what we eat. And I've seen that once I started to let go of artificial sweetness, right? Artificial sweeteners, MSG, junk food, greasy food. Yeah. Fear started to disappear. Once I started to eat more leafy greens, the watercress full of magnesium, the cacao full of magnesium, gonna calm your nerves, right? Fear was just like, yeah. It started to subside. So check what is on your plate. Is it making you fearful today? Or is it chilling you out? Chamomile, anyone? Yes, please. It's so good, right? Chamomile tea does wonders for fear, right? Number 4, fear is stored in the body. That's what I discovered. Fear is not an abstract term. People say, I'm afraid. No, your body is afraid because fear expresses itself in your body. A lot of the times people have hunched shoulders, They're very tight, a lot of muscular tension. So I started to do a lot of rhythmic breathing, right? Rhythmic breathing. Woo! Breathing deep from the base of my spine. Breathing through the nostrils one at a time. Breathe for 4, hold for 4, release for 4. Once my muscles started to feel more relaxed, my fears started to disappear, because a lot of the fears we have are stored within our body. Visualize someone who is afraid right now. What are they doing? They're probably freezing everywhere, right? So loosen up. And that's why I love doing yoga. I love skating, moving the body. And once I move more into my body, I develop what I call total body awareness. I become aware of my body, and then fear buggers off, right? Actually, sometimes it's still there, but for the most part, it goes away, right? What is number 5? I started to realize this, that many times we are afraid because we are trying to live up to other people's expectations. That is where our greatest fear emanates from. You're trying to please everyone all the time. And I've found that you got to start letting go of other people's expectations, okay? Now, number 6, I'm going to talk about the birthing process of fear, okay? Overthinking is what births fear. The secret to stop overthinking is to let go of who you think you are. And I started to realize this. I'm overthinking because I want everything to go in one way, thinking I can control a situation when actually I have no control over it. Once I became aware of that, fear started to disappear. Your thoughts, the more thoughts you have, the more fears you have. More thoughts, more fears. So I started to move into the now, right? Number 7. What else gives birth to fear? When we are uncertain about the future. That's natural. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 seconds. So I started to realize this, that a lot of our fears emanate from assumptions we have of the future. But assumptions make bad conclusions. When we are in the present moment, we realize the future is nothing more than a continuation of the present moment. If I am peaceful in the present moment, my future, well, I've got nothing to worry about, right? Number 8, a lot of our fears are born out of the ego. I must win. I must do this. I must compete. I must survive. I didn't come here to survive. I came here to come into nature, live free, and cooperate with beautiful like minds. If you are caught up in competition every single day, chances are you are only reinforcing your fear. Okay? Number 9 is to ask yourself, how am I reinforcing my fear? A lot of us, we justify our fear through our behaviors. Okay? We say, I am fearful, therefore I have to do this. You've given yourself permission to constantly be afraid. So I say, what helped me was to stop using fear as an excuse. Once I started to stop justifying my behavior because of fear, fear did it. Just blame fear. Then I started to overcome fear, right? And you got to respect fear to say, okay, hold my hand, fear. Let's start moving past this, okay? And lastly, number 10 is a lack of knowledge. A lot of the times we don't know who we are. I didn't know who I was for a long time. I now know I am an infinite being, having a human experience for a brief period of time. We are marvelous. And a lot of us, we have a lack of knowledge about our true potential, about our true power, we spend our whole lives following people we have no business being around, but actually we do because we have to learn from them. We have to really learn that all along, just like in The Wizard of Oz, the power has been with us. When you know who you are, what you came here to do, you no longer have fear. Instead, you only have equilibrium, balance. Fear is not negative. Fear is just an alarm saying, you are very afraid right now. Are you gonna forget everything and run? Or face everything and rise? And we're like, we're gonna face everything and rise. And then we're gonna say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Know thyself. We're out here. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby, in the heart of nature, with the birds in the background. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You!